In your high school career, you did a lot of things to elevate your game, whether it be training in the off season or just going through different camps or different things. I seen you were a part of the Alvin Kamara camp. Kind of describe how that was and how that experience was to be a part of that with such a phenomenal athlete.
That was very cool. Like not that many people get to play for a camp of a professional football player, so that's kind of a cool experience, and you get to play against all these cool, very good teams like Warren Easter in the car. We had the opportunity to play against them and ended up coming under, I think it was in the car, I believe, or I think it was in the car. We ended up playing them like we was the last two left, and we just came up under them. So that was crazy. We got second place and all, but that was cool too. Everything was a cool experience about that.
And speaking of in the car, a teammate of yours at Terrebonne, Jaylin Lucas, wound up transferring in the car in his senior year. Speaking of on Jaylin, how was that playing with him and getting to kind of watch him grow as a player?
That's crazy. As you know, his brother's Jakai, so they have like a extensive background of just athletes, and for him to be my teammate is excellent, because if it wasn't him running the ball, it'd just be me catching the ball. So it was like a dynamic duo.
Right. With Jakai and Jaylin being your teammates, do you think that they helped you grow as an athlete, being around that iron sharpens iron mentality? You constantly got to, go out there and compete, because at practice at the same time, you want to go out there and show your game, right, and go out there and earn your minutes. So what was that competition? Did that make it better, or?
Yeah, I liked the fact that they was on my team, because all the attention kind of centered on them anyway as it was. So I had to find a way to, get in the conversation with that also. So that made me, do better and start being aggressive with the football and stuff like that. So I could also be a part of that also.
And I mean, that type of competition really does bring the best out in athletes, because the three of y'all now are all succeeding at the next level. Afterwards, not many athletes get the chance to go play at the college level, but to go to the college level and be able to do it at that magnitude is really, it says a lot about you as an athlete, and the fact that, you got your plans, you got your next step figured out towards the spring and whatnot. It speaks volumes about the type of player you are. Speaking of the type of player, man, we got a lot of highlights of you in your high school career. A lot of good legacy moments. I'm gonna show one of my favorite ones, and I kind of want to just know what was going on through your head during this moment.
Oh, this one.
Bouncing punt return, grab it off the grass. I mean, none of these kids can catch you at all. Look at this, and then this poor kid right here just pile drive him. I mean, what was there anything behind that? That looks personal.
I mean, when you have a lot of momentum going, you have one thing in your mind, and that's scoring. And me using the frame, I always had a tendency to just run through stuff. I don't like to move out of my the way of things. So I was just like, if he's in front of him, I just run through him, which I did. And I have a background of just doing that. As far as college, also, I just have a tendency to just run over stuff. It's just something that just comes natural to me. I don't feel the need to do all the moves and the extra stuff. I just like to run straight through you if you're in my way,
I mean, it works. There's no fault in it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The only thing broke in this situation might be that kid's jaw. I mean, he got completely drove into the dirt. He might be rethinking playing football again going forward.